As the man left for work, something fell from the sky. Upon closer inspection, he discovered it was a studio light. While he was puzzled by this sudden occurrence, the radio announced that an aircraft had malfunctioned, causing parts to fall off. As a result, he didn't think much of it. However, Truman was unaware that he had been fooled like an idiot for 30 years. From the moment he was born, he had been living on Sea Haven Island, a secluded, giant studio set up by the director. Everyone on the island, except for him, was an actor. Billions of people witnessed his birth, and hundreds of countries watched him learn to walk. Truman's life was broadcast live, with no privacy whatsoever. But Truman himself was completely oblivious to all of this. In his eyes, he was just an ordinary office worker, living a monotonous life day after day. Every morning when he left the house, he would encounter a black couple. Then, the director would insert advertisements along his commute to work. Whenever his wife returned home from shopping, she would always pull out an item covered in advertising slogans from her bag. Until one day, Truman accidentally discovered that in their wedding photo, his wife's two fingers were overlapping. The gesture signified asking God for forgiveness, implying that his wife's wedding vows were meaningless. However, Truman didn't immediately expose the secret. Instead, he acted as if everything was normal, wanting to see what his wife, with whom he had lived for many years, was actually hiding.
I'll cross my fingers for you.
The wife was stunned, then mechanically responded with a standard smile before hurrying off to work. To uncover the truth, Truman quietly followed his wife to the hospital where she worked. A nurse walked straight up to him, trying to stop him. He had to pretend to let the nurse pass a message to his wife. Then, as soon as the nurse walked away, he immediately turned around and followed. However, he encountered a medical staff member pushing a rack in the corridor, swaying left and right, refusing to let him pass. Truman pushed the rack aside and finally made his way to the operating room where his wife was participating. But what he saw was a clumsy performance. Just as the lead surgeon was about to begin the operation, the supposedly anesthetized patient suddenly sat up. From this moment on, Truman began to doubt this world.